This is a 1998 Rocky Mountain Oxygen Race in orange. Well, some of a 1998 Rocky Mountain Oxygen Race, so let me explain what's going on with this bike. The bike came to me in quite rough condition, covered in grease, and only had the front Marzocchi Bomber Z3 fork, bottom bracket, chain, front and rear derailleurs, and seat post with the clamp. There were enough original parts, and I've always had an interest in early Rocky Mountain bikes, so I decided to do a full restoration on this bike. And you might be wondering how I knew this was a 1998 bike. Sometimes you can figure out when a bike was made by its serial number, but in this case, I couldn't find anything cross-referencing early Rocky Mountain serial numbers. So next step was to look at the parts, which can be very helpful to figure out when a bike was made. In this case, the front derailleur is a Shimano Deore XT, which Rocky Mountain used almost exclusively on their bikes in the early years. To further narrow things down, the front derailleur is also stamped with the code M739. The code can be cross-referenced at velobase.com, which is an excellent database of vintage bike parts. I'll leave the link in the description. According to Velobase, the M739 derailleur was only manufactured between 1996 and 1998, so next steps was to search through the original 1996 to 1998 Rocky Mountain catalogs. And sure enough, the only orange Rocky bike with a Marzocchi Bomber Z3 fork through those years was this 1998 Oxygen Race. The Oxygen Race was considered a high-end bike at the time and went for about $1,260. Also, the early Rocky Mountains were completely manufactured in-house, including frames at the Vancouver, Canada facility, which was very cool and makes this Oxygen Race quite collectible. So now I knew the model and year of the bike, and with the specs from the catalog, I started the restoration process. My usual process is to strip the bike completely and go over the frame looking for any cracks or deficiencies in the frame. To my surprise, there was a hairline crack in the head tube, which generally means the frame needs to be junked. The crack could have been caused by an improper installation of the headset, or the bike was just enjoyed hard. Well, the crack stopped this restoration dead in its tracks, but I'm hoping another early Rocky will come by my way sometime in the future.